Clothing is a basic necessity for all. To clothe oneself is a minimum requirement that we in the West take for granted. Angola gained peace 10 years ago. The country is undergoing thorough reconstruction and rebuilding all over the land. But development takes time, and especially in a country with vast rural areas which during the many years of war have been isolated and destroyed. In rural Angola, many families living from subsistence farming struggle to meet these needs. The majority of those in rural areas live in poverty and struggle with the basics. That is why ADPP Angola and the Government Programme for Rural Development, together with partners, started the project Used Clothes for Strengthening the Family Economy in the Quest for Rural Community Development in Angola. The aim was to aid families in receiving a 10-kilo clothing bundle donated from various European countries and the USA. A grant of €446,000 received from 5 other development organisations such as Planet Aid USA made it possible to first collect and then distribute 503,234 kilos of clothing to over 50,000 families in 8 provinces in Angola. ADPP is well established in Angola, coordinating a range of activities that work with local communities helping to improve their life situation. In order to qualify for aid, families had to be confirmed that they were permanent residents in the community, that they were involved in an ADPP Angola community project for rural development, and that they were in need of assistance. Village chiefs were often used to verify the family's eligibility. With the cooperation of local authorities and police, teams began registering families who qualified for aid. Meetings with the local communities explained how and when the process would take place. A distribution form was created that enabled the exact date and place and specific family to be registered. On receipt of the clothing package, the head of the family would sign the form, with a thumbprint if they couldn't write, which was then filed in the ADPP National Office. The clothing from the USA and Europe was collected, sorted, and then shipped to Angola. Once it was in Angola, it was divided up regionally. Bundles were made, bound together with large t-shirts. They were then covered in plastic to be protected and minimize the possibility of theft. A typical clothing kit consisted of 5 kilos or 15 to 18 items of clothing. Each kit contained items for women, men and children and included some winter clothing. Every family received 2 of these kits. A team of 10 people in the transit section packed the bales onto the trucks and completed the paperwork with the driver to ensure the load was sent off as it should be. It takes a team of 10 men 6 to 7 hours to pack one truck, which holds approximately 20 tons of clothing. For families living in extreme poverty, the donation of clothing can make an immediate difference. A majority of those who received aid have very little income to provide for themselves, and even those who might afford the occasional item of clothing have very little choice. This means a long trip to the next big town, and the expense of getting there. The result is often that they simply go without. Adults wear the same set of torn clothes daily, and the children go to school in whatever they have. In the cold season, inadequate clothing leaves individuals open to illness, not to mention discomfort. The best way of describing the success and impact of the clothing drive is by quoting one of the beneficiaries, Teresa Matango, a mother of a typical rural Angolan family. These are her words.
Regaço de aço, desfaço em abraço, meu lenço arremesso. Por isso eu penso que estou bem fixo num crucifixo. Regaço de aço, desfaço em abraço, meu lenço arremesso. Por isso eu penso que estou bem fixo num crucifixo. Ali a chorar, bongo, wololo, wolololo, bongo, wolololo. Bongo,